Namaskar, dear brothers and sisters. As you know, the whole world is passing through a critical situation. People are bewildered. What to do, what not to do. A stance or a stage of confusion, terror, fear, and pessimistic tendency. And whatever situation human are passing through, whatever the condition is human is passing through, it is because of the resultant of our own deeds or misdeeds. The human being have followed the path of indiscrimination. Human being has followed the path of unconscience. What is unconscience and what is conscience? What type of path human should follow? Whether the path of conscience or the path of non-conscience. What is conscience exactly? Number of thoughts, innumerable thoughts emerges in human mind every moment, each moment. Each thought wave cannot be the path of conscience. Innumerable thoughts and ideas emerges in the mind. All the ideas, all the thoughts are not the path of conscience. It's not the path of discrimination. When you need to select one ideas among several ideas, maybe that may be called as deliberation. But the conscience is different. Conscience is a special kind of deliberation. A special kind of deliberation means, suppose a criminal is presented before you to judge whether it's a criminal or not. Immediately, two opposing ideas emerges in your mind. Innocency of that person or criminality of that person. So now you have to select whether he is criminal or he is innocent. Selecting one idea by discriminating among two ideas, two opposite ideas, that is called deliberation. That cannot be called viveka or conscience. Is a deliberation. But the viveka, the path of conscience, is a special kind of deliberation. A special type of deliberation. It is special why? Because it discriminates between permanent and temporary elements. Not only permanent, temporary, but which takes you toward perfection, takes you toward progress. That is called path of Shreya. Shreya means the path of spirituality, the path of dharma. Preya, the path of temporal world, transient world. So when your decision, when your deliberation goes in favor of the permanent one, that is called conscience, that is called viveka. So one should follow the path of viveka, path of progress and prosperity, the path of spirituality, path of dharma, path of Brahmahood, path of supreme consciousness. So, now we understood that conscience is a path which determines one to follow the path of Shreya, not the path of Preya. The Shreya, the path of perfection, Preya, the path of materialism, transient world. So, according to Sri Sri Ananda Murthy Ji, according to Baba Sri Sri Ananda Murthy Ji, this special kind of deliberation or viveka is divided into 5 groups, 5 categories. The first one is Nitya Anitya Vivek. Discrimination between Nitya and Anitya. What is Nitya? Nitya means that is eternal, unchangeable, unassailed, unaffected entity. The Brahma, the Supreme Brahma, He is the only unchangeable, unassailed, unaffected, permanent entity. Nothing is permanent except the Brahma, except that Supreme Consciousness. And whatever we see, whatever we perceive, whatever we receive through our sensory organs, these all are transient, which goes under transformation according to the change of time, place and person. Nothing is here in this world which is not transient or eternal. Everything is transient, everything is changeable. It changes according to the change of time, place and person is called transient, is called non-eternal entity. That non-eternal entity, the path to move to a non-eternal entity, that is the path of prayer. That is Anitya. So discrimination between Nitya or Anitya is called Nitya Anitya Vivek. Now, what are the things which is Anitya? The path of religion, path of ism is path of Anitya, path of transient, path of mortality. You know the defect of religion. The first defect of religion is they accept a man, an incarnation, a person incarnation of that Supreme Brahma. And he is accepted as a whole and soul. He is the messenger. He is the Son of God. He is the direct messenger of the Supreme Entity. This sort of thoughts, this sort of path is the path of anitya, the path of transient, path of temporary, path of non-eternal entity. And the path of eternity is the path of dharma. Dharma is singular in number. Dharma is not plural in number. Dharma means spirituality. Dharma means to move toward that perfection, the eternity, that is Supreme Brahma, the Supreme Consciousness. Here he is the everything. No mediator, no incarnation, nothing in superior than the Supreme Brahma. And religion, they claim a holy book is the revelation of that Supreme God. But you know, the books, whatever you call it, is a holy or revelation, this all goes under changes according to the change of time, place and person. If you don't accept the changing phenomena, this entire world, whatever we see, whether a Mahapurusha, a great man, the messenger, prophet, whoever comes, he has to go from this world. Everything transformed. Everything is transformed. Nothing is permanent. So to accept a book is a whole and soul, a person as a messenger of the Supreme God is the path of non-eternity, is the path of temporary and transient world. It leads human being to a degeneration, toward annihilation, toward path of aviveki path. Here in the religion or in ism, there is no question of questions. There is no room for the conscience. There is no room for asking a question. Only you have to follow blindly. So, religion is the path of this. Religion is the path of superstition, blind faith and dogma. But path of Brahma is the path of sadhana, intuitional practice. It is completely introversial. Introversial movement. The path of dharma is the path of introversialism. To move towards subtlety, move toward the Supreme Brahmahood, that is the path of sadhana, is the dharma. So to discriminate between dharma and religion and accepting the path of dharma is the nitya anitya vivek. In dharma, there is no scope for rituals, external rituals. Dharma never changes because dharma is attraction toward the Supreme Brahma. In Sanskrit aphorism, in Sanskrit slok, it is called Brihadeshana Pranidhanam Cha Dharma. When a human mind runs after infinity, the attraction for infinity is the natural phenomenon of each and every human being. Internally, every human wants to achieve that infinity. To move toward that infinity is the path of nitya anitya vivek. The religion, ism, all goes under changes. So which is transient, changeable, cannot be the goal of human being. So human being should follow the path of nitya, not the path of anitya. Path of eternity, not the path of non-eternity. Second kind of vivek or conscience is called Advait Dvait. What is Advait and Dvait? Advait means non-dual. Dvait means dual. The God is Advaita or Dvaita. God is non-dual or dual. God is singular or God is plural. So, Dharma says, Nityananda Vivek says that God is singular in number. He is not plural in number. So, accepting many representative of the God, representative of wealth, representative of power, representative of prosperity, deity of prosperity, deity of wealth, deity of knowledge, these all, it proves God is dual or plural in number. But the path of eternity never accepts the path of plurality, path of singularity. So, many people say Sarva Dharma Samanvaya, union of all religion, is a false propaganda, is a vague propaganda, because ism cannot be synchronized, ism cannot be synthesized, because ism is a path of only discrimination, creating discrimination in human being, differentiation, creating differentiation among the human group. So religion has divided human society into 1,000 belligerent groups. But the path of spirituality, path of non-dualism, is singular in number. He is non-dual. He is the Advaita Satta. So, Advaita Vivek teaches us to follow the path of non-dualism. Extreme monism. The third is the path of Atma Anatma Vivek. The Viveka which discriminates between pure consciousness and the crude entity. Atma Anatma Vivek says the Atma Swarup, embodiment of Atma, embodiment of consciousness, is the Brahma. So he is the goal of life. Nothing can be the goal of life. Money, matter, and transient world. These all are Anatma Swarup. So, crude materialism is the path of Anatma Swarup. Pure consciousness, supreme consciousness, is the Atma Swarup. The goal of human being is to be established that Atma Swarup, the embodiment of knowledge, embodiment of pure knowledge, that is the self-realization, is the real knowledge. Know thyself. So, the path of Atma Anatma Vivek teaches us that the Atma Swarup is the goal. That is the path of Viveka, path of conscience. The fourth is Panchakosha Vivek. What is Panchakosha? As you know, human mind has got 5 layers. 5 layers: conscious, subconscious, supramental, subliminal, and causal. Kamamay, Manomay, Atimanas, Vigyanmay and Hiranmay. There are 5 koshas. And each koshas are the source of vast knowledge. So when people enters the realm of mind, they thinks this is the infinity and this is the goal of life. But is knowledge, it is not the path of. This is not the goal of human being. Because the pure consciousness, the Supreme Brahma, cannot be achieved by knowledge itself. He is beyond the reach of knowledge, beyond the reach of periphery of knowledge. So, Panchakosha Vivek says that this is not the goal of life. The goal of life is that Supreme Brahma. The fourth and final is Mahavakya Vivek. Mahavakya Vivek is the resultant, the outcome of above 4. That is Nitya Anitya, Advaita Dvaita, Atma Anatma, Panchakosha Vivek. Mahavakya Vivek says that Supreme Brahma cannot be attained by knowledge itself, but he can be achieved only through devotion. He says that the path of devotion is not the path of knowledge. Path of devotion is the balance. Devotion is the goal. And what is the really devotion? In Sanskrit, it is said, Bhaktir Bhagavata Seva, to serve that Supreme Brahma is, and his creation is bhakti. Bhakti Prem Sharupa, to love entire world, his creation is bhakti. Bhakti is the Ananda Swarupa. The devotion is embodiment of bliss. Bhakti Bhaktasya Jivanam. Bhakti, the devotion, is the life vita of a devotee. A devotee of Supreme Brahma cannot live without devotion, cannot live without loving the Supreme and his creation. So, the path of bhakti is the path of dynamism. Path of bhakti is the path of progress. Path of bhakti is the path of prosperity. And others is the path of aviveki, the path of non-conscience, unconscience, the path of relativity. Path of relativity means which goes, changes according to the change of time, place and person. So bhakti is the samam bonam of life. Bhakti bhaktasya jivanam. And a bhakta says that pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya. Complete surrender unto the altar, unto the lotus feet of that Supreme is pranipatena. Complete surrender. Not by words, but by action. Pariprashnena. We have thousands of questions, millions of questions, but which question doesn't lead you toward that Atma, Atma Swarup, is not a question, is a relative question. But the question which talks about the Atma, Paramatma, the Supremehood, and take you toward the path of Nitya Vivek, that is the path of surrender. That is the path of Pariprashna. The prashna that which takes you toward perfection. The third, Sevaya. To serve the entire world, to serve the entire creation as the creation of that Supreme, as the manifestation of that Supreme, ascribing Brahmahood on this quincumental world and this creation is Sevaya. So a devotee is always surrendered to the feet of that Supreme, and he never goes hither thither. Only he knows how to serve the world, serve the creation. He or she thinks that serving the world, serving the creation is the serving the Supreme. That is the goal of Mahavakya Vivek. Mahavakya Vivek says, Samarpanam, 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 Samarpanam. Complete surrender is the goal of life. The devotion is the dynamic force. Devotion knows no barrier. Devotion knows no discrimination. No discrimination of caste, color and creed. He who discriminates between human to human, creates hatred among the human being, cannot be a devotee. Devotee never accepts such type of vociferous and discriminating power. It only creates a difference between eternity and non-eternity, and favors the path of eternity, follows the path of eternity. That is the path of Viveka. That is the path of conscience. That alone can help people get rid of present situation, this vulnerable, this destructive situation and fearful, dreadful situation of the world. Bhakta cannot be affected by this corona. Bhakta cannot be affected by any kind of viruses. The Bhakta, because he knows only Bhayanang Bhaya, the Ishvara, the God is the Bhayanang. Even the virus, bacteria, he fears in front of that Supreme. So we the follower of that Bhayanang Bhaya, Supreme Entity, so no need to be scared, don't be fearful, be progressive, be loveful, be merciful to everyone, and surrender everything to the altar of Supreme. Thank you. Namaskar.